Alright guys, welcome back. Huge stuff to go over. Still haven't broken this line right here. We broke this contending downtrend, so looking good. Bitcoin dominance, altcoin season is here. So good to hear about that. Take a look at our friend ETH. You know, a lot of people, I've been hearing a lot of people stress, is it going to go up and down? Doesn't really care. You follow our strategy. We already are freaking killing it. Doesn't matter. Alright, gorgeous. It's down a little bit. Hope you didn't take a long position. I know on this channel we didn't. 100x long to the moon? Heck no. Looks like you got a doji right here. Looks like some bullish, and get both. It looks like a bullish engulfing candlestick. Nice. Alright, let's move this up right here. It doesn't look like we're going to hit this 718 line, unfortunately. If we did, and you know, there could be potential waves, and we could potentially hit this 718, but you know, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case with this bullish engulfing, especially on the 6 hour, especially if that closes. We will see. Like I said, I have no problem, you know, cost-based averaging maybe in right here, maybe in right here on a low leveraged position. Again, like we already have most of our portfolio in ETH, and it's just absolutely murking, and it has continued to do nothing but murk. Alright, and murk is basically just means it's going to do good. Alright, taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's most likely consolidating. If ETH is consolidating, like I said, yeah, you see the exact same pattern. Doji, and then bearish engulfing. This one actually looks a little bit, they pretty much look the same. This is definitely engulfing more of the previous price action, but this has a wick, so they're pretty much the same. Be interesting to see how this interacts with this support lineup, or this resistance line. We got this upper band right here. We're going to pull out some fibs. And then the question on everybody's mind is, when you zoom out right here, shoot. Alright, there we go, perfect. Question on everybody's mind is, you know, are we out of this downtrend on this right here? And then as soon as we break this level right here, we are officially out of this downtrend. It doesn't mean that this isn't a higher high than if we went up to right here, but what it essentially means is that, you know, we're talking about this idea right here on a potential long position. Let's see if it hit the, I mean, I'm not really worried about longing it, but yeah, didn't even hit it. I was just showing people a potential play right there. Because, you know, it's not like we're Carl from the moon. I love Carl from the moon. He's a cute guy, and it's funny how everybody, like, makes fun of his voice. And is my move exactly as predicted? But that's probably the worst one ever. I love Carl. Carl's a beast, but, he doesn't really show people like exact trades. He doesn't show people like exact TA. He kind of just gives people the consolidation pattern. And as a result, you know, I was watching like the only guy that put TA in Carl the Moon's technical analysis. They just drew a random freaking triangle inside the price action. You guys, like, it's actual TA. Like, you can't just draw triangles where you think a triangle goes. You have to have touch points on it. So, yeah, that was embarrassing. Carl, you gotta teach them. You gotta teach them your ways. You're a beast, Carl. Get them up to speed. Anyways, so potentially we're looking at this level. This will be huge if it breaks this Fibonacci level right here. So we're looking at like resistance lines. Everything looks pretty good. Nothing major to be concerned about right here. VPR support seems to be coming down. It looks like we're just consolidating up, and then we'll see how it interacts with these resistance levels on BTCD 6-hour chart. Alrighty. Let's take a look at Link. Let's take a look at Cardano. Let's take a look at Polkadot. My phone's been dead, so I don't know how any of these are performing. I told you guys Dot's been pretty good. Oh, I called it. I told you guys. I told you guys. I don't want to keep saying that. I think I said it plenty of times at this point. But I told you guys, like, right here. I didn't mean to say it that time, but I told you guys right here. I told you, like, okay, I really don't mean to keep telling you guys I told you guys, but I did tell you guys that essentially breaking out of this point was huge, and then obviously setting these higher highs, we obviously know on the channel is huge. But then also what I told you guys, and again, I don't mean to say it, but what I did tell you guys is that Cardano was super, like, again, on this channel, we think Cardano is so much better than Polkadot. Not that Polkadot's not good, but according to the market, they appraise them very similarly. And Cardano had been pumping insanely, and I was saying that Polkadot hadn't been pumping. Cardano was up 60% over Polkadot, so we were expecting, a large Polkadot move, especially with all that consolidation. So yeah, good to see that we are, I told you guys, like, and again, I don't mean that, like, and I told you guys, I mean, the first time I did, I think I told you guys, like, 7 times now. I told you guys that if I was potentially going to buy cryptocurrency yesterday, I would be buying Polkadot, but I don't want to because I don't like their wallet thing. I'd rather just buy Cardano. And Cardano's been up way too much, so I mean, it's worth 20. It's probably worth. I said it's worth like 50x, but that was like a while back. It's probably worth. It's looking really hot. Cardano is looking hot. ADA, what's up, baby? Gosh, dang, Cardano. Look at it. Look at that touch point right there, right? Like, this is exactly what we were talking about. I think the price action was more so around here last night. And then essentially what I was like, if it comes down, test this area and potentially find support, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's looking good. It's consolidating a little bit. I like that. If we continue to bounce up this upper band, find support on it, gorgeous. ADA, gorgeous. Am I going to buy some right now? No. Is Cardano going to dump when Bitcoin pumps like extremely up to 52,000? I hope so, because I want more Cardano. And yeah. Maybe if I just come into a little bit of cash, I might catch something like this, because what do we say on this channel? You can never have enough Cardano. That's what we always say on this channel. Although I'd like to get a better price. So like if I come into a bunch of money, which tends to happen, then maybe I'll toss a little bit right there. But like as far as like the money that I hold to invest, I'm not putting any money in Cardano. I have money in Cardano, but like I'm not buying more right now. I would like to see a dump, which I think could happen if Bitcoin dominance gets wrecked when Bitcoin starts pumping. That's not happening anytime soon, it looks like, but it'll happen. Be patient. Alright, what else are we looking at? Link. USD. Yeah. Link's looking pretty good. It looks like we got rejected right here. So, I told you guys, I think, what was it, yesterday, I told you guys I wanted to see how Link was going to interact with this trend line right here. Went up, got rejected, went up, looks like it got rejected, looks up, got rejected, wicks up, continues to get rejected. People don't want to sell this thing, but it just keeps getting rejected. The more and more it gets rejected, the more and more like sell orders and whatnot get filled. So could break through. Again, like I told you guys, I wasn't interested in Link because of all the competition in the Oracle space. Morning, good morning. Welcome to the cryptocurrency. And let's take a look at that other ETH chart, because that's really what I want to look at. Bybit. So we potentially have this wave right here. And then I haven't seen a big corrective wave yet to the point where I would put this 4 in. This is going to look like this is going to be some major resistance area. But it's interesting because where is the price action? It doesn't look what is that? It's going to be, oh, I have to adjust the fib circle. So let's just redraw it. Not the, I don't know, I love all my beautiful artwork. Alright, where's this? Should be this one right here, and then this one right here. Yeah. So you adjust it like that. Perfect. Swing low to swing high. Swing pump. There we go. Gorgeous. To swing high. This fib circle is going to be huge. I know that like it doesn't seem very important right now, but when Bitcoin's or when Ethereum's price action really starts to start interacting with, like once it starts consolidating, it's going to be massive. But still, according to Elliott Wave, it looks like we have this big pump. We still haven't got that corrective wave, so check this out. And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is what we need to look for. We can only hope. So what we do is we go Fibonacci retracement, trend-based. No, that's the wrong one. Fibonacci retracement. You go swing high right here to swing low. It's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit for you guys. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So I'm potentially looking for this bounce right here, hopefully. Let's actually delete, yeah, let's just get this one right here. Shoot, let's just delete all this. Oh, crap. Alright, let's delete that. And then what is this? Oh, that's the ABC corrective wave. Alright. So let's draw it again. This is what I'm looking for. So swing high, swing low from the pump, because this is an Elliott wave idea. So potentially right here. Again, this is what I'm hoping for. This is an idea that's potential. And this is really the best we can hope for. So you have this right here. This would be the start of the pump. And then this whole thing looks like an impulse wave. Well, yeah, I mean on the larger time frames, this is like a whole impulse wave right here. So you have this impulse wave right here, and then potentially a corrective wave right here, and then maybe, you know, like a 3 right here, corrects down, maybe comes down to here, and then something like that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think this is going to happen. I think Ethereum's way too bullish. Especially, let me get the time frame on this. This is a 6 hour. If this, you know, candlestick closes, that's going to be a bullish engulfing candlestick on top of a doji, on top of consolidation. Volume's looking gorgeous right here. You know what I'm saying? And then volume looks really good. And then it kind of falls off a cliff right here. It's also signified right here with this doji candlestick, but volume will return. Another thing that's really helpful if we're looking at Ethereum is you want to go to market cipher. So we'll get a market cipher A, market cipher B, and then double click. It should bring it up. There we go. Market cipher A is tripping, saying that it's a bearish, maybe, I don't know what it's talking about. And then it's saying that it's a top right here. But again, these are tools, and we always say this on the channel because it's absolute fact. These are tools, so just use these as tools. Like for example, market cipher B is saying that there's a red dot on the 6 hour. That is significant. That would, you know, according to our other tools, we never, ever, ever just look at one technical indicator. We look at, you know, this is showing bearish, this right here is showing overbought, and this right here is showing that this is the top. Now, is this the overall top, and Ethereum's most likely going to continue like down? No, this could potentially just mean that we could hit a correction wave right here and fall into the golden pocket potentially. You have this massive impulse wave, correction wave before potentially moving higher. And these indicators basically give us an edge over the market, just looking at this is a doji and then this is a bullish engulfing. So again, not guaranteed, but one of two things is going to end up happening, which is what I'm talking about. So the first scenario number one, is we consolidate, which is kind of what's indicative of the volume. The candlestick patterns is basically saying we're going to consolidate and then move higher. If we look at some of the indicators, we line them up together. We look at the RSI, we look at market cipher, we look at market cipher A. We look at a lot of these different Elliott wave theory, things like this. We could potentially head down to this level right here, 15,041. Don't bank on it. Ethereum's really bullish. Don't bank on it, but potentially, and then bounce higher. And then, everybody wants to know, so now that we got that out of the way, boom. Make it easier for you guys to see, but you guys can still see the fib levels if you want to see them. Alright, we're going to bring back market cipher. We're going to go on some different time frames, see what the deal is. Four hours looking bearish. Take a look at, oh, nobody looks at the 3 hour. We're not going to look at the 3 hour. So we just got a green circle right here, which is huge. So, on the higher time frames, it's not looking so good. And then on the lower time frames, it's starting to look good. But then you also have to factor in, this is a anchor wave, and then this is a trigger wave, not good. It looks like the negative price action from that anchor trigger wave ended up playing out. This is a smaller right here. You have this anchor wave, and this anchor wave essentially is smaller than this trigger wave, so this is going to be bearish also, which could, like I'm saying, the technical analysis is saying that we could potentially head down to this level right here, and then after we head down to this level, bounce it. We have to test this area for support. I'm not going to be putting a limit order there, but if I look at the market, and the market, we see a bounce at that golden pocket area, I have no problem cost-based averaging into a long on low leverage. Not a problem whatsoever. Now, would I put an entire position in at, without a pattern? No, not necessarily. There's no really patterns to trade right now. Not that I can see of any. And you really want to trade patterns if you're going to trade patterns on like 10x leverage. So I'm not recommending 10x leverage on potentially like a really sloppy head and shoulders. But I mean, I would highly recommend not shorting on this head and shoulders. I just want to get the movement for it. Yeah, that's not going to work. It would hit this level and then bounce before this head and shoulders. There's just too much buying momentum. Potentially like right here at this area right here would be massive area for a potential bounce. Because you have this resistance, support, come down to this level right here. Definitely looks like a good bounce area. Definitely looks like something to keep an eye on. This level just lines up with a lot of things. So like again, like cost-based averaging in maybe a very small position right here, maybe a very small position around, this level right here, and then Is that the end of the fib? Yeah. Yeah, so it lines up perfectly with that Fibonacci retracement area. Huge. So, I mean, that'll be great if you get the opportunity. If we get the opportunity, I don't chase pumps. I don't chase opportunities. If the opportunity's there, that would be a great opportunity. Like we already said, we already set ourselves up for success. We already are making massive money off Ethereum, but potentially that's what I'm looking at. And then a huge thing to also be looking at is going to be, these are going to be outdated. So we're going to take these off. Take this one off. And we're going to, where is it? Come on, trading view. All right. Going to go to time-based Fibonacci right here. And then start of the pump right here, 1. Into the pump right here, 2. And then this is going to perfectly lay out boom. This is going to perfectly lay out where our potential time frame would be for that second bounce if we were to get it. So we could consolidate right here, hit this level right here, potentially. I mean, I don't even really want to measure like this because this is technical analysis, but like the possibility that it consolidates this long, I guess it's possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's probably 20. So probably 20 hours from now, we could potentially bounce at this level and then move higher. So that's Fibonacci retracement, and then we could potentially hit this top level right here at 1785, get a small rejection, possibly move higher. Then we'll be looking at some other Fibonacci extension levels potentially. I mean, we got to have targets, you know what I'm saying? And Bitcoin's in, or Ethereum's in price discovery mode, so this is the exact tools we need to use. Need more lines. Just clarify what you're saying. Needs more lines. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Needs more lines. I don't know what that means. All the TA that I'm using is like accurate, so I don't know what needs more lines means. But yeah, if you answer like clarify, then I can definitely address it. Fib channels are freaking dope. Let's see. Fib. These are dope too. I gotta take a second to draw this one though. Alright, so we're gonna draw this horizontal, full screen. Sometimes with the newer guys, I'm like, "Are you messing with me?" And they're like, "No, I just don't know." I'm like, "All right, bro." Potentially we could hit this arc right here, so I'm just gonna draw that arc right here. See how it lines up. So we're gonna take out the circle for a second. Circle's right here. And we don't really need the fib, we got it lined up. So the arc is going to be right here. So perfect. I love fib arcs. Look how perfect that is. Rejected, comes down. Looks like it could be testing that area again. So if you don't know how fib arcs work, they're essentially the same as Fibonacci retracement, but they use arcs, so it factors in the additional unit of time. So it's literally a Fibonacci retracement or a Fibonacci trend base, or it's those Fibonacci levels with time factored in. That's why you get that arc. And they are extremely useful in cryptocurrency, just not a lot of people know about them, know how to use them, like just different things, but they tend to be pretty accurate. Wow, I like these charts a lot. All right, let me see if you have that question clarified a little bit. Have a fave one. I was joking. Lots of indicators. Have a favorite one. I like all of them. So Fibonacci is really powerful. But so this is a Fibonacci arc. This is a Fibonacci time. I had a Fibonacci retracement, and then I had a Fibonacci circle. And they're all based off the same principles, and they're all extremely accurate. If I had to pick one indicator, probably pick volume because I'm a freaking noob. But volume's freaking important as heck. But if I couldn't pick volume, maybe I would pick like market cipher, possibly. These are helpful, but you need a lot of indicators on top of the VPVR support. Yeah, so it looks like we're just consolidating. And then this is potential, we hit this Fibonacci retracement area, then we potentially hit, one of the arc levels, and then, we come down to this arc level, and then potentially we hit this arc level. Potentially, there's a lot of ways of looking at this. But, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people are like, we're in new price discovery, it's impossible to. Well, no, it's not impossible if you know technical analysis. This is absolutely key and fundamental technical analysis for new price discovery. So we're hooking it up fat. It looks like RSI is cooled down on the 1 hour, which is absolutely huge. That's one of the biggest things we're looking at. And then as far as like which one's your favorite one, like if I'm gonna go like textbook, like I'd probably bring with me like an RSI, MACD. What else would I use? RSI, MACD, maybe a stochastic. Something like that, stochastic RSI. So it's still overbought on the 4 hour, which is huge. Potentially we could get what we've been seeing is a potential bounce off of the 70 and then a continuation. Again, if it just consolidates. If it consolidates and moves higher, then we're mostly looking at the RSI. If it retraces, there's some loss of momentum, then we're most likely looking at the Fibonacci. So just different things to look at based off different scenarios, different tools for different ideas. Let's see, 6 hour. Yeah, it's just overbought. All right, let's go back to our other chart. I don't know why this person calls me Josh. I don't even, yeah, I don't know. All right, ETH, USD. This is my favorite chart right here. 6 hour looking a little bearish on that market cipher. Again, I would love to cost base average in right here. I would love to cost base average in right here. And then it's hard to see the support and resistance areas on here. Potentially, wait, let me check this out. Give me a second. Give me a second. This could be huge. Give me a second. Carl the Moon, are you watching this? This could be huge. Let's check this out. Is it there? Alright, I gotta turn this down lower. I can't cheat. I can't cheat my subs. One. It's not there. And you can't force it. Like I said before, the only guy that was doing TA on Carl the Moon's channel, literally he just drew a random triangle and he's like, oh, look at it, it's a consolidation triangle. It has to line up with a TA. That's not a valid trend. It looked like a valid trend, but it doesn't line up. Alright. It was looking spicy, potentially. And this is just so like demented. Like you have you have a lot of ideas right here on the 1 hour. Like I've been talking about, you have that potential head and shoulders. If the head and shoulders like plays out, I've already measured the move. It's not going to. It would hit that fib, and there'd be a massive amount of buy pressure. It doesn't look like this move would play out. If it did play out, I'd be very surprised, just with how bullish everything is. So essentially what we're looking at is this gray level right here for another all-time high. Obviously that's going to pump the price, and then potentially this is like a resistance area. Like this is pretty hot right here. Potentially, like you have this area right here, you have support, or no, you have resistance, the price action comes up, rejected, comes down, support, we could easily come back down to this level right here, find support on it, bounce higher, and it looks like that could already be the continuation of this idea right here. Resistance, and then support, bounce higher. That's definitely an idea in play. At the same time, you have this idea right here, the same idea. So, I mean, just different things to be keeping an eye on. So, this is a massive area right here, and then obviously it's shown right here in VPR support. Just different things to look at. Again, like on this channel, like unless it pulls back to that Fibonacci retracement area, we're not going to touch along. We're already very well diversified. You know, my friend heard how much money I have in cryptocurrency, and he's like, bro, you're legit crazy. But you know, I've been in crypto for a long time. Like they were telling me I was crazy when I was putting stupid money in at 10,000 on Bitcoin. I think we're plenty diversified in, you know, on this channel. You know, I told you guys, let's get in ETH. We got in ETH. ETH's pumping. It looks like it's going to continue to pump. The risk to reward ratio on this position that we took is massive. It's gorgeous. We are killing it. But like I said, if those opportunities, if we get those opportunities, let's long. But we always, like, the thing is, like, people are asking me about long positions and stuff. On this channel, we always long from a position of power. You know, it's like if you miss like my opportunities that I've been giving you guys, like with Cardano, with Polkadot, we talked about Compound, and Compound continues to kill it. whatever the deal is, if you miss the opportunities, you just need to sub, you need to be patient, and the opportunities will arise. I was telling my buddy in the car, I told my buddy a lot in the car, but what I told him, and I'll definitely talk about it on this channel. I like make it look easy. Like I've made stupid money in cryptocurrency. I know some people have made stupid money in crypto, but there's people putting their money in XRP, Dogecoin, and a lot of these small cap alts, and they're literally losing everything. So like while we're making a lot of really good money on this channel, like that's not cryptocurrency for everybody. Like a lot of people lost a lot of money in 2019 when they didn't understand that we were still in a bear market. Like there's a lot of fundamental aspects to this cryptocurrency market, and like you can get straight wrecked in crypto. You can literally make 100x, or you can make 100% gains like in a day literally. I've had altcoins that do that 100% in literally a day, double your money in a day. But at the same time, in one day, you can literally get wiped out. So on this channel, like we're only going over like what makes sense, because it's all rainbows and daisies. And I love BitBoy saying, everybody thinks they're an expert in whatever, in a bull market, but the second that the price consolidates, the second that price comes down a little bit, everybody gets scared. And so on this channel, we always long from a position of power. So maybe cost base averaging in a low right here, that's not bad. I think it can get back to, it may get back to 650. So a lot of the Ethereum price action is based off of hype right now. Like the fact that people are like FOMOing in, and like this measured move is playing out. That's a big factor into it. But a lot of it is also hype, so it's difficult to move. If it hits that area, that could be potentially a good area to get into, because again, you have this area right here that we're looking at, which is huge. Where is the... So right here you have resistance right here, and then this is support on it. So if it did hit this area again as support, then we could potentially be looking at this as a continuation of support, flipped resistance, and a continuation. So what you would want to see is you'd want to see it hit this area, bounce off this level right here, and continue higher for it to be bullish, as opposed to breaking. You're looking at this area, which is resistance, and you're looking at this area, which is support. So potentially, if it comes down below this area, then it would essentially be bearish for that, 16 to 50 bullish price momentum increase, if that makes sense. I gotta charge my laptop. All right. Ask me questions, and then I think I'm gonna head out. Like I said, on this channel, we debrief you, we get you all the information you need to know for the markets. We're in altcoin season still, good stuff. Bitcoin, looking like it's gonna go up, it's consolidating up. Like we said, ETH was pushing the price up of Bitcoin. They're both consolidating right now. And then all the different altcoins we covered, everything looks good. I told you, like, if I had to, I would buy Polkadot yesterday, and Polkadot was doing incredible. I don't know what it's up. I just saw the graph, and the graph was like psh, super up, so that's good. But I didn't buy any Polkadot yesterday. Like I told you guys know my sentiment on Polkadot. It's a good coin. I just I don't like the wallet setup. So Cardano's still overbought. It's still looking extremely healthy. It's very sad to say, because I'm just waiting for Bitcoin to pump so we can buy more Cardano. Like we say on this channel, you can never have enough Cardano. Ask me questions before I go. I think I'm going to go. I got you debriefed on everything, but if you have any immediate questions, ask me right now before I go. We got you updated on all the markets. We got you on what you needed to know. I think yesterday, there was, this price increase, and I told you guys, like, don't trip. Like, we're doing good, like a correction wave is okay, ideas like that, and we 100% called it. Why are you searching about PTSD? I used to go to school to be a doctor. I had a 4.0 in psychology. I took a lot of advanced classes. And so I actually had to drop out of pharmacy school because I was making more money in cryptocurrency. So like that's just like a little background. Like so yeah, we're obviously like really excited about crypto and it's the future and blah blah blah. But it just didn't make sense for me to go to school anymore. Like I made more today than most doctors make in a month. So it just I had to drop out. But yeah, I was taking advanced psychology classes because it was going to look good on my transcript. But ask me questions about cryptocurrency. If you have any questions, or then I'm going to head out. It's looking good on the higher time frames, so or on the lower time frames on Market Cipher, it's looking good. It looks like it's about to potentially, so it's kind of conflicting ideas, but it's not conflicting ideas. So basically, in the immediate short term, we could potentially, have that bullish momentum upturn, and then potentially we could consolidate up to a level like this, and then potentially hit that Fibonacci retracement. Just let me know if you guys have any questions before I leave. Subbed. Catch you next time. All right, no questions. All right, yeah, good to see you guys. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. I'll keep you guys updated on the markets. Right now, everything's looking good. All our positions, everything's looking good. I'm just really happy, with everything that with the channel. I'm glad you guys are freaking subbed. Cause whenever family members, whenever anybody, I just had this guy in the gym. Like he subbed to somebody called Palm Beach, and they have this thing called 7 coins to 7 million. And on Palm Beaches, oh, this is looking pretty good. This is a hammer right here on top of this bullish engulfing. So price action could go up higher. It's looking good. It's just showing buying demand. We'll see how this closes. But I was talking to him. He had like 30K in the market, and I was like, bro, like I hate Palm Beach. Like they're literally such scams. Like you're paying so much money. Like literally just go on my channel. You'll learn all the information you need to know for free. Just sub to the channel. Cause he's like, can I get your phone number? Like you know so much about crypto and stuff. And I said, just sub to the channel. Like that's literally the best advice I could give you in cryptocurrency. Is just sub to the channel. We'll keep you updated. But he pays like stupid money. You can look up how much Palm Beach investments cost for crypto advice, and he was in crap coins like Atom, Dash, and I'm like, bro, my Cardano, my Polkadot, I hold Polkadot, like when it first came out, like Aave, Synthetics, like all the coins that I was holding, destroyed, absolutely obliterated Palm Beach's investments, and like it's just such like so like anyways, I'm just glad you guys are subbed to the channel. You're literally getting all this information for free, and I absolutely love helping people. So if you have any questions, literally do not hesitate. And if you think I don't know something, unless it's like some low cap gem, I've been studying crypto for a very long time, and it shows. So like ask me questions because I know what I'm talking about. All right, so put her in a video. Leo. Answer. All right. All right, I'm out.